What's up, everybody? Well, this is the first edition of After the Slave Ship. Smoking a cigarette. You know, of course, I got my brew. You know, I drink that Guinness because it keeps most black folks out your refrigerator because it's like kryptonite. We ain't talking about over in the UK or Jamaica. Come on. So, we got the police going after the ruling for that Josh Sutter fight, man. And pretty interesting on that. I don't think I had a conversation with Laws a little back and forth. You don't think nothing to come from it. I don't think it either. I just think that at the end of the day, they should have been on this. Then you have reports that Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury are both in the. This is what they're saying. They both in agreement on not having a UK judges for that fight, and that's kind of funny to me. The reason why it's kind of funny to me is because do they know something that we don't know? Huh? Do they know something that we don't know about these judges and the way boxing has been going over the course of a century? Do they know something that we don't know? That's what it sounds like, you know? They won't say it. You know? A lot of people on the internet has been saying this about judges and boxing, how corrupt it is. And now, again, you see another example of how boxing can go. I don't mean to spit on y'all, but my bad. But at the end of the day, is up to, I guess, the police or whatever to present their case and do their investigation or whatever. But with boxing, there needs to be some type of impartial people, to do these investigations. When you have stuff like that, it can't just be whoever the WBC deems and stuff like that. There needs to be somebody outside to do these things, because the Triple BOC, UCAD, and WBC, all these boxing commissions, all these boxing organizations, they could do their own. They deem whoever they want to do these investigations. And that's what's been happening. Even when you go find a lawyer, everybody's going to these same top-notch guys for some odd reason. Boxing has been seemed to be a bit of a racket since its inception, all the way from bare knuckle fighting. All the way back when Jack Broughton first came out with the rules. So I don't think anything's gonna come from this investigation. They could do it all they want to. ESPN got Josh Taylor as number 2 now. It is what it is. I just find it kind of funny, a lot of people don't. Just like I kind of find it funny the way Dillian Whyte handled his business with the WBC and Tyson Fury. Now, my main thing is, if everybody around here know that these promoters are crooked, everybody around here knows that these promoters have been getting over boxers for years, why would you not, to a little bit degree, have something to say positive about what Dillian Whyte did, i.e. taking, I'm not saying all the way, because we know his past, he did all this shit to himself, but I'm saying a little bit degree, have something to say good about Dillian Whyte taking the WBC to court, taking them to also not court, but also with the court of arbitration with sports. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the things that has been transpiring in boxing has been a lot of crookedness, a lot of shady shit. And now Dillian Whyte is making Frank Warren, Bob Arum feel uncomfortable because somebody spent around $40 million in the purse bid to get this fight. And now he's not showing up. And now they're acting like you're not helping us get back our money and make money. You know, to a little bit of degree, I'm in agreement with it. You know, if these promoters on a daily basis are doing fighters dirty, and I see it, I talk about it on my channel, I talk about it in these chat rooms, I talk about it with amongst other people, and then all of a sudden, I'm just going to say, in this case, we're not going to talk about it. We're going to let Bob Arum off the hook. We're going to let Frank Warren off the hook. These same dudes who has been snaking these fighters, for decades. So I can't let these promoters slide on this one. When you do business with somebody, i.e. Dillian Whyte, and then you tell him the 20% that you're giving is just business, baby. It's no hard feelings or whatever. It's just business, baby. And then he does it back to them, and now their feelings are hurt. That's what I'm saying. We know Dillian Whyte's past. We know he did all these things to himself to put him in this thing. I have made videos stating that Dillian Whyte needs to put himself first in his career and lead himself by an example of what it means to be a man when it comes to these negotiations, not taking fights and blaming everything else on Deontay Wilder and the WBC. To a little bit degree, what Dillian Whyte has done, he has done that with this because whether or not you like it or not, he's chose to do this as a grown-ass man to go after these cats to make it right for himself. See what I'm saying? He fought for a better purse split, and he lost. Whether or not he was owed it, it was you know, it made sense to everybody or just him, doesn't matter. It's his career, his money. He tried, didn't work out. He took the fight, and according to Dillian Whyte, he does not want to help them promote a fight and help them make more money because he's not getting any of the back end, right? So I'm kind of in agreement with it to a degree. Now, I don't think there's any need to go down the whole list of historical of unfortunate events with Dillian Whyte, because we have to take things, for me, I'm taking it in perspective of just this situation. That at the end of the day, he's making Frank Warren and Bob Arum feel the pain that they've been doing to fighters for decades. Bob Arum is feeling the pain that when you get over on a fighter and they can't do nothing but show up to the fight and accept the money that you have dished out because they signed a bad contract, you know, you're feeling that pain. Now, there is a little degree of karma with this to Dillian Whyte. It's not like him not showing up to the fight is going to do that much damage of selling the fight. I don't think it is. Because it's either you want to watch the fight or you don't. If all the semantics and all that stuff between Fury and Dillian Whyte going back and forth is going to get you to watch the fight, well, then you ain't been paying attention to boxing in the first place anyways. You know, so if it's pay-per-view, I'm not paying for it. Matter of fact, I'm just going to stream it anyways. Just because Bob Arum is a part of this. And I think that Bob Arum doesn't deserve to make money off of me. And if you a fighter under Bob Arum, no hard feelings. It's just business, baby. I can't agree to be giving these guys any more money. I supported fighters long enough. I paid for, a lot of pay-per-views, years of subscription with these companies. I think it's about time that I get something for free. You know what I'm saying? And, folks can take that how they want to. But at the end of the day, these guys are going to make their money. Yeah, $41 million they did the purse bid for, and Fury's getting this and Whyte's getting that, other fighters and all that stuff. I think they're going to get their money back and make some money off of the fight. It's all around the world, people are able to either pay pay-per-view or subscription for something. They're going to get their money back. The venue is at least going to bring about $20 million. So they're going to get their money back, $19-20 million, So, there's no room to complain, just if you're Dillian Whyte at this point. I believe because you tried and you didn't succeed at getting the purse that you wanted, but at least you tried. Now, only thing Dillian Whyte has to go in there and do is go in there and whoop Anthony Joshua. But if Dillian Whyte whoops Anthony Joshua, if now only thing that Dillian Whyte has to do is get in there and whoop Tyson Fury. But even if Dillian Whyte beats Fury, he's not going to get no $41 million. He's not a $41 million man. See what I'm saying? He's not a $41 million man. People would rather pay for Anthony Joshua that money to fight him rather than other way around. The history of Dillian Whyte, of all the crying, the history of Dillian Whyte with not taking certain fights and building his career, being in the driver's seat of his career, has put him in that situation. And now all the way until the end of 2021, the beginning of 2022, now all of a sudden he wants to put himself in the driver's seat of his career. But at this point, it's a little bit too fucking late. You took an unnecessary L against Povetkin. Unnecessary. You fought a guy with no legs, with gout, who didn't have that Captain America Russian serum in him, and he knocked you cold out with an uppercut. And when you fought him, you couldn't best him the same and put him to sleep like he did you. You just couldn't. It wasn't like Povetkin's uppercut was so powerful. It was a combination of Dillian Whyte's chin, and that shot just hit right where it's supposed to be on the mark. It hit perfect. It landed perfect on that motherfucker's chin. But like I said, Dillian Whyte is an interesting character. I said on time and time again, I like the guy as a fighter, but a lot of them antics and stuff that he did between him and his husband, ain't been that good of a, it didn't sit well with a lot of people. A lot of people dismiss all of what Dillian Whyte has done, the fuckery in his career, the sidestepping in his career, has, a lot of people, they let him slide. But you didn't let Deontay Wilder slide for just doing this. There's a difference between you not fighting to put yourself up here and starting your career so you be down here, between you doing this. telling people how you feel about certain situations in your career, whether or not it was cheating or not. What people have to understand is that didn't affect nothing as far as you seeing fights that you wanted to see with Deontay Wilder. That did not affect anything. What affected you seeing certain fights was what Dillian Whyte did and just choosing not to get in the ring with people. He was out of shape, didn't want to fight Anthony Joshua when the time came. Right? And look what happened with that. Somebody else had to step in. Right? So, and he arguably probably could have won the fight. You know, a lot of these boxers aren't standing. A lot of these heavyweights, I'm not talking about the lower ranks. A lot of these heavyweights are not staying in shape like they're supposed to throughout the course of a year. They're taking lots of time off. They're always needing a beyond extended fucking camp than usual to get up in there to be in tip-top shape. I.e., look at the fight with Andrew Ruiz and Chris Arreola. Look at how that fight transpired. Look at how Bermane Stivern's career transpired, not being in shape. Eric Molina's career just showing up straight off the lunch line at the elementary school. They're not staying in shape. Not one bit. You're just chilling at home, drinking cerveza, doing what I'm doing. But I gotta start getting in the gym, man. Football season for me coming up, so I gotta start getting in the gym. Yeah, man, but like I said, man, I don't blame Dillian Whyte for doing what he did. I just think that it's a day late and $1 short. That's all it is. I think that he had to do what he thought was best for him. And he lost. And now he's taking the fight. I know a lot of people saying, whoa, he waited X amount of days to take the fight. That's the only thing he can do. That was the only thing he in control of. It's when he signed the goddamn contract, but he had to sign for a day. You know, if he didn't sign it, then I'd be in his ass. Because I guarantee all y'all around here, if this was Deontay Wilder, you guys would not be saying the same thing. If Deontay Wilder waited the last day to sign the fight with Tyson Fury, you motherfuckers would have been in agreement with it, and you guys would have came out all kind of angles to say that was okay. So let's not act like this shit is something brand new. But let's put it in perspective that you got to have the same energy for one. The same energy you have from one, you got to have for all. I'll get back with you later, man. Hold up, I'm doing something. Hold up. I'm doing something. You got to have that same energy. And that's what I be trying to tell folks, man. Hey, I'm going to get back with you. I'm on the phone. I'm going to get back with you. I'm going to get back with you. I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone. I'm going to give you a cigarette. Let me finish what I'm doing.
I'll stand here for...
Don't stand there. I'm going to be a minute. I'm going to get with you. I'm sorry. And so that's what I be trying to tell folks, man. That same fucking energy. You can't fucking be letting Deontay Wilder slide with this, that, and the third, blah, blah, whoop, 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 and then not give that same other person that same opportunity that you gave to Deontay Wilder. You can't do that shit. But time and time again, people be doing it. That's why I say what I said. You have to give Dillian Whyte some type of a degree, man, with that shit, man, because at the end of the day, you know, at least this one time, he put himself in the driver's seat of his career, but the first time he ever did, he fucking lost. He fucking lost. And at the end of the day, hold up, what you got for me? Oh, thanks, Pops.
This is a fideo with hamburger meat, and nobody can make it like I can.
Yeah, okay. What, you want a cigarette?
Okay.
Here, I'll give you two.
Give me the pack.
I ain't giving you shit.
Yeah,
Here.
I know you never give me shit.
Hey man, can you see I'm doing something?
Hey, well, excuse me, amigo.
All right. You know what that means. I gotta handle some. Let me handle my business. I'll get back with you.
That's right. Businessman thinks business-wise.
All right. Now the
Like
rich
it.
man's about to roll his window up on you. I ain't giving you bums no change.
Hey, oh.
No, you can't wash my motherfucking windows.
No, I was about to ask you if I can wash your vehicle.
Nah, I'm good, man.
Shit, you think I'm crazy? I'm not that damn crazy.
I am. You the only crazy motherfucker that's coming outside in the road. Like you Hugh Hefner or something. You ain't got no bitches. I just gave you the light. What? Oh, man, you didn't even like that shit.
What kind of cigarettes you smoke? You smoke
It's
blunt.
a fucking Newport 100, man. Like that shit.
You know what?
Man, hurry, come on, man. You see I'm doing something like that shit, motherfucker.
I'm gonna rename these Newports Dirts. These are Dirts.
But you about to smoke the hell out of that motherfucker too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about to be good to you. Yeah, hit that shit one time. Yeah.
Cigarette? Yeah.
All right. Let me handle my business.
I enjoy it, man. No, it's good.
Thank you.
Made a big ass fucking pot.
All right, man. Let me handle my business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now back to our scheduled program before I was really interrupted. This is my neighbor. I got some stories about that motherfucker. Ooh wee. I took that motherfucker out to the bar one time, man. Never do it again. You know, trying to be nice to the senior citizens and shit. Get him out of the house. Trying to be nice. Backfired. And so back to Dillian Whyte. You know, I don't hold that shit against him and shit. I know a lot of people is holding it against him, but I don't give a fuck. You know, he wins, he loses, he loses. You know, I don't think he's gonna win the fight with Tyson Fury anyways. He probably knows that he has a big task in front of him. And he might not come out this, you know, he lose this fight, you know, what are you gonna do? Fight Derek Chisora again? What are you gonna fight? Joe Joyce. Yeah, he can fight Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois. He can give Joseph Parker his rematch. He can do a few things, man, but I just don't know, man. It's very interesting though, man. So on that note, shout outs to the boxing world and everybody stay sucker free. Blah!